guys. How do you do it? I'm not sure the audio quality, but I'm using my AirPods Pro 2 with noise cancellation turned on. I find that even though the Tesla is super quiet, just when you're in the car for 3 hours a day, less noise is always better for your body. Plus, I can communicate better. Sometimes hitting speeds of 75 miles an hour. It's just easier to talk on the phone, take calls, things like that. Do a lot of, sometimes even do tech support calls, calling a vendor, things like that. But anyway, here we are at 193,000 miles. This car has the original battery. And at this rate, I'm calculating around 32,000-ish miles per year is what I'm going to be adding to this car. We're going to see how long it goes. I really do want self-driving because this is a 2013. And probably, looking at a Model Y, maybe a 2023 with hardware 4. But like I said, this is what a very long commute is, and you can see some of the other issues. This morning there's fog. The car headlights kind of glare. Now to help that entire windshield is tinted all the way down. It's a light tint. It's not super dark, but it does cut a little bit of the glare out. And so slow down here. What I'm surprised at, because this is in Central Florida and we're on a really rural road called Highway 42, and I'm just amazed that it's 6:40 now. 6:40 in the morning, and just how many cars are out here. You'd think I would be the only one waking up this early. But like I said, this car, 2013 Model S, drives great. I get a lot of people asking me about the tax credits right now. The $4,000 used EV credit and the $7,500 new EV credit. There's rumors back and forth. Are they going to go away? Are they not going to go away? I've had a lot of friends in the last month buy EVs and had never owned an EV, strictly on the fact that the EV credits might go away. And so they're pretty thrilled with their purchases. A lot of self-driving Tesla people. One guy had I don't think he'd ever driven an EV actually, and now he's in a self-driving Tesla, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a rear-wheel drive car, so it does drive really nicely. The front end is very, very light. If you drive an all-wheel drive car, you can feel the weight in the steering wheel. You can feel the wheels pulling against you sometimes. So the rear-wheel drive cars I think they're amazing. I think it just feels like it's less effort to drive. I will say I'm on the search for the most comfortable electric car. I know people tell me, look at like a Mercedes EQS or something like that. But what I worry about is, the repairability of the other EVs. I've heard horror stories of, you have to wait for a tech to come from Atlanta or something to work on a Porsche Taycan. So, whereas every single person at Tesla is a Tesla, basically a battery tech and all that good stuff. So I was thinking for comfort, probably a smaller diameter wheel like the 18 or 19 inch on a Tesla Model Y, and the suspension is got a lot softer in 2023, I believe. There is the air suspension on the Model X, but the problem with the X is you look at the cost of those doors and the air suspension, and the X can get it very expensive to fix. Electrified ex-owners at Superchargers, and they told me do not buy an X. They told me to get a Y. So that kind of tells you something. Problem is the Y is just so, kind of vanilla looking, where the X has a little bit more flash, I guess. Really, the 3-row SUVs are, like the Kia EV9s, are pretty amazing. I think they drive really well. They're comfortable. Of course, they're 3-row. The only thing I worry about is I have heard some horror stories about if anything goes wrong with those. It takes a while to get fixed. Oh, there it is in front of me. The dreaded school bus. Nothing can slow your commute down like that. Now, what's funny is if you see on the GPS here, it says to get back, or I guess I'll arrive at work with 52% battery left, which is plenty. I usually get home with 20% battery. I charge to 80% at home because you want to stay in that 20 to 80%. I believe that's why this battery has lasted this long. I only charge it up to, say, 95% if I'm doing a road trip. Temperature 66 degrees. And you can see I got the MCU replaced at 75,000 miles ago. I still haven't reset the trip. MCU 2. See, all these cars came with MCU 1, which was a kind of a slower, processor, not enough RAM, not enough hard drive space. So this is back in 2013. In 2020, I replaced the driver's display, the 17-inch main display here. They replaced the processor, the Bluetooth module, and the 4G LTE card, all for $1,500, and that's called MCU2. You'll hear a lot of that if you're looking for a used Model S, because everybody wants to have the upgraded MCU2. Now, the side benefit of that is actually the car starts faster, because remember, this car is a computer on wheels. So before, you would sit in the car, put your foot on the brake, and it would take like 2 or 3 minutes sometimes for the car to boot up. It was pretty painful. Now in MCU2, it's almost instant. And then everything else connects better. The Bluetooth, the music, the streaming. Of course, it loads YouTube and all that stuff faster too, of course. And you get other benefits like, I do not think MCU1 gets the other streaming things like, Disney Plus and TikTok and all that other stuff. I don't believe they get car karaoke either. Car karaoke is actually one of my wife's favorite things. When we're on a road trip, the kids love it. She loves it. I take people for rides and turn on car karaoke, and they're just astonished that an 11-year-old car now can have this technology. Yeah, this is a Commute. Now I did get this. This is a P85 Plus, so it came with the 21-inch. I think they were 30 profile tires, 21-inch 265s. They were incredibly uncomfortable. They just beat you to death. And so I cracked a wheel, which turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And so I purchased the 19-inch wheels. I got four they were older rims. They weren't new, but 4 older 19-inch rims that were perfectly fine. And I bought them at a tire shop. I guess the guy bought rims and then just gave the rims to the tire shop. And the tire shop had put on Goodyear 19-inch Eagles, which are really, really nice tires. And I have had these tires on this car for over, oops, sorry, that's my, for over 50,000 miles. All right, well, this is my commute to work, and I appreciate you guys for watching and viewing. And if you have any questions about long commutes and older Teslas, please let me know.